Hello, welcome to 15-Minute Makes. My name's Claire and today we're going to be making Christmas pom-poms for our Christmas crafts. So what you will need for today's session is cardboard about this big, scissors, wool. You can get synthetic wool from craft shops. I've also got glue, I've got Mod Podge, but you could use PVA, and then I have a few accessories to add. So I've got googly eyes and I've got a little bit of coloured paper. So we're going to start by taking our scissors and our piece of cardboard, and you're going to cut the cardboard into a big circle, and this circle is going to be what we wrap our wool around. So let's make our circle. Like so. Then you're going to cut a donut type shape into it. So like a keyhole. You're going to cut the shape of a circle in the middle with an empty line going down like so. So like a keyhole shape in the middle of your cardboard piece. Once you've done that, we can start building our pom-pom. So we're going to take a piece of string. I've got this pink stuff. You can use whatever colour you want. You might want to think about colours for whatever you want to make. So today I think I'm going to make a snowman. So I have white wool and I have some pink wool, but you could use red wool to make a Father Christmas, or you could use brown wool to make a little reindeer. Whatever you fancy making, go with the colour. So I've got some of this pink wool, and this is going to be what we hang our pom-pom with. So this wool is going to sit around this cardboard piece like so, and you're going to hold it there like that, in that shape. You're then going to take a different wool, different colour. So I've got blue. You're going to find the end of it. Here we go. And we're going to start wrapping this blue wool around here. So holding your light pink wool, or whatever colour you've got in place where it is, you're going to put your blue wool on like this, and you're going to wrap around, but you're going to keep the pink wool where it is at all times. It doesn't want to move from there. So like so. Keep wrapping around. Wrap to tie the pink wool in place, hold it where it is, and then we're going to go around the other side as well. So wrap, wrap, wrap. And see, I'm holding my pink pieces out of the way while I go around with my blue. And you're going to keep wrapping like so. And it is a bit fiddly, this. It'll take a little bit of controlling the wool, moving it out of the way a few times, rejiggling it. But the more you do, the easier it gets to hold it all in place. If you get a knot in your wool like me, give it a wriggle out. There we go. Fabulous. So you can see now the form of my pom-pom can keep getting built. So you're just going to keep going round and round like that. Now, you could do this for ages. You could spend all day doing this, it's really lethargic. The faster you do it, the quicker it will be. But you can take your time with it. Keep going round and round, and eventually where my blue wool is, it's going to end up really thick and plump. And we want to fill it up so that the cardboard, you can't see the cardboard underneath it anymore. And you end up with a big mound of wool. Now, if you end up with a knot like that in your wool like me and you can't get rid of it, that's okay. Give it a snip. Get rid of your knot like that, and then just carry on. Take your wool, put it on, and carry on going round. So it doesn't matter if there's a few breaks in your wool. Here we go, on a roll now. And you want to go right round to the edges as well. Bring it right round up your donut shape, up to the sides. Ooh. Right up here. Avoiding to get this tangled up in your blue bits. And you can see with my other hand, I'm just holding this pink piece out the way. Once you get on a roll with it, you're sorted. So right up the side like that. And then you're going to take it right round the other side. Up and round. Roly-poly it, round and round. Until you reach this other side. Might want to spin it round so it's easier to get. Here we go. And then you're going to go up this side as well. As far up as you can. Until you can't see the cardboard underneath it. Cover it up, layer it, layer it. We want this to be nice and plump and thick. Keep building up your wool. Now, like I said, if you're really fast with it, you could create a pom-pom in 10 minutes easily. But if you want to take your time, it's the first time you've done it, it can take a bit of wrestling, but nevertheless, you'll all come up with a lovely pom-pom at the end. Right. Looking good. So eventually, once you've spun this round lots and lots of times, you will eventually go from something like this to one I made earlier. Like this. Really chunky, full of wool. And you can see there's the end of my wool where I've been wrapping it round. And here are my two ties that I've made sure don't get tangled inside. So next up, we're ready to build our pom-pom, bring it all together. So these two blue bits, you're going to give them a good pull, make sure they're tight, make sure they're secure, like so. Then you're going to tie these two pieces together. So I'm going to take them, I'm going to do a knot, making sure it's secure. I'm then going to do double knot, and just for luck I'll do a triple knot, maybe a quadruple knot, to make sure it's super secure. So now that these are tied, you know that your pom-pom is all going to stay together. You will get the odd loosey-goosey strand like this that isn't tied in, but that's okay. Just give that a little snip down. Next up, with our scissors, we're going to cut right the way around the top of this. So around the very, very top. So you're kind of going to follow your cardboard cutout right round. So this is all going to splay out. All your wool's going to go poof and poof out. So if you follow me, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to start cutting along like this, and it'll take a little bit to do. You're kind of going to follow this piece of cardboard, so alongside your cardboard, go right up, and you can see our pom-pom is starting to form. So keep cutting in. Can be a bit difficult, this takes a lot of snipping, but you can see it's starting to come together. So like I said, there's my cardboard in there. You're going to take it and cut alongside it. I'm going to come from this end as well. Now, the more wool that you use on your pom-pom, the bigger and poofier it'll be. I used a lot on this, and this wool's quite fluffy as well, so it'll look extra fluffy. But if you just want a skinny little cute pom-pom, you would use a smaller circle of cardboard, and you'd use a little bit less wool. Here we go. Amazing. Last few bits. Hiding away. Oh, there we go. Now, once you've cut right the way around, you'll have something like this. And it'll look like a very straggly pom-pom, like a bit of a mop. So we want to remove our cardboard. So you're going to get hold of the cardboard that's hiding inside. Give it a good pull, wrestle it out. It might tear. You want to get rid of all of this. There's some wool holding on to it. Get rid of that. There we go. There's our piece of cardboard. You can get rid of that one. And you're left with this. You want to give it a good wiggle, give it a good scrunch just to help it form a bit, give it its puff. Then you're going to take the string here. I've got this blue string that I tied before into a quadruple knot. You're going to take that, and that's going to be the top of your pom-pom where you can hang it. You're now going to neaten your pom-pom up. So this involves taking your scissors again and trimming it down so that it becomes a nice circle form. You might like it like this already. This is really cute and fluffy, but I'm going to trim mine down so that it's a really neat pom-pom. So I'm just going to go in like a hairdresser and just trim the ends. You can be quite generous with this. As long as you don't go too far into the pom-pom or cut into it, just stay on the outside, trim plenty away. Here we go. I've got loads of straggly bits up here that I want to get rid of. Make sure though not to cut your other colour. You want to hold on to these. Keep hold of them separately so you don't snip them by accident. Now then, this is looking lovely. Now, I told you before that I want to make a snowman pom-pom. Now, I didn't have any pure white wool, so I've used this kind of, it's like an off-white, almost, it's slightly beige wool. But it'll do, it's all I had. And it'll still look like a lovely little snowman at the end. As you can see, this is starting to look a little bit more like a pom-pom now. Right, a few more snipperoos. And then we can start building our snowman's face. Give it a good wiggle and a ruffle every now and then. A few more up here. Gorgeous. Oh, this is looking so good. Right, last few snippos. You might find as well when you get to this stage that there's the odd thread that comes loose, but that's okay. Try not to pull it out too much. You don't want to loosen your pom-pom. The odd thread doesn't matter, but we want to try and keep it intact. Gorgeous. Okay, brilliant. I'm quite happy to start making this into a snowman now, like a snowman's face. So we're going to start using our accessories and our coloured paper. So we're going to move all this fluff to one side and we're going to take hold of our glue. Give that a ruffle. So you'll be left with a beautiful pom-pom like this. So we're now going to take our glue, and I've got some coloured paper and I've got these googly eyes. So I wanted to build a lovely snowman's face on my pom-pom. I'm going to make them a top hat out of black paper, and I'm going to cut them an orange nose like a carrot with my orange paper, and then I'm going to stick on some googly eyes. So with my glue, I'm going to take a big googly eye. Like I said, I'm using Mod Podge, but you could use PVA for this. I'm going to decide where the front of my snowman wants to be, which I think is here. And I'm literally just going to stick my googly eyes onto the wool. Like so. Really cute. I'm going to take my other googly eye and stick that next to it. There we go. And then I'm going to make them a top hat. So with my black paper, I'm going to measure it up a little bit. And I'm going to cut out a cute little hat shape like that, like a little set of stairs. I'm going to measure it up, make sure it fits. Gorgeous. I'm going to glue up my hat. And I'm going to stick my hat just above their eyes, like so. Oh, how cute! So I've got my string just behind at the top, and there's their little face coming together. Lastly, we want to add a carrot for a nose. So I've got this lovely orange paper. And I want to add this between their eyes. Just measure it up. Might do a bit longer than that. Like that. Cute. More glue. Like so. And then I'm just going to stick the carrot nose on like that. Lovely.
If you've enjoyed watching the Old Courts live and you'd like to make a donation to support the work we do, please head over to www.theoldcourts.com/donate. This year has been incredibly difficult for most arts organisations, and we're no different. But with a huge effort and support from you and from our funders, we've managed to secure our organisation and the jobs of every staff member. We've also provided 343 artists with paid work for the Old Courts Live, and our volunteers have delivered over 700 food parcels and made 600 calls to isolated local residents. But the battle isn't over yet. We're currently closed to the public with zero income, and we don't know how long this closure is going to last. If you can help by making a donation, then you're helping to secure your art centre. We're hoping to be around for a long, long time. Thank you.